Hey guys, another video with the great t-shirt on, and it is very comfy. It's a great cut. I'll ask Jamie where she got them from, and if any of you want to know where I got it from to get custom t-shirts for yourself, then I'll definitely hit you up with the link. I wanted to go through quite a controversial subject. The first one is bodybuilding specifically a sport. Is it classed as a sport or not, and why not, or why so? And are steroids a part of every sport, and if they are, then should the users be victimised? The first part I'll go through is bodybuilding a sport? And in my opinion, I'm still on the fence with it. Bodybuilding is a sport because it's competitive. You are going up against people, and this is what makes it a sport. But it's based off of other people's opinions. If you look at every other sport, it's based on performance. So you look at rugby, you look at soccer, or you look at American football. It's not based on the opinions of the referee, or it is, but now we're getting more technology to sort of counteract that. But the way it's scored is done through the players, and it's them against them. It's the players, not the judges, saying, okay, that doesn't count because it didn't look very good. And that's what kind of carries it over to not being a sport, because there isn't that competitiveness. You're trying to beat your opponents, but it's not down to you. It's down to what the judges think. And if they think you haven't got the best body on the day, or if you haven't got the best body on the day, you'll get beaten. But it's down to what they think looks best. So, for example, Jay Cutler, Phil Heath, the last Olympia, the judges thought Phil Heath looked better, but the year before, completely different body type, they thought Jay Cutler looked better. And it just depends what the judges are looking for, and it's also, like with any sport, it's very political. So it's, what do the higher-ups want to promote the sport as being? So do they want to promote it as the big bloated guy that has taken a lot of juice and is massive? Or do they want the guy that has a slightly smaller waist and he's got a much better V and looks slightly more aesthetically pleasing? And it depends what the higher-ups are looking for. So it's quite political as well. But is it a sport? That's up to you. Definitely comment on it. Let me know what you think. But again, I am on the fence with this one. I think it should be classed as a sport because it is still competitive, although it's not the same as every other sport in the way that the results are done. It is the same because the amount of work that's being put in, and I myself am finding this out. It is a lot of work. It's 24/7. It's one of the most grueling things you'll ever do. I've trained for a number of sports, and it is one of the hardest things you'll do, with the massive emphasis on diet. So yeah, definitely give me your opinion. So the next point is steroids a part of every sport? And should the users be victimised? And I'll break this down. Steroids are a part of every sport, and it doesn't matter. You can comment below all you want. It is a part of every sport. Go look at Bigger, Stronger, Faster, and that's not a plug. I'm not paid to say that. It's a great documentary, and it will open your eyes a lot to what's going on. I myself personally don't take steroids. I am thinking along those lines at the moment. This first show I'm doing completely natural. See where I go from there. Again, it's a personal choice. The point is, steroids are a part of every sport, and whether the users like to admit it or not, everyone is going to take the biggest advantages they can, and whether that's taking steroids, or whether it's getting a new supplement first, or whether it's trying out a new training method that's been shown to work. Everyone is wanting to get that new information out and get as much into them as they can so that they have the best chance of winning. And if they're not doing that, they're not being competitive. And again, it's a moral choice for the users. I think in sports that there should be a definite distinction between natural and unnatural. And if you're going to become unnatural, if you're going to use steroids, synthetic hormones, then you should not be classing you should not be saying you're natural. And there should be a way. We've got testing. We've got loads of drug testing. And there needs to be a way to bring the price of that down so that everywhere at a professional level, that every single race or every single game can be tested for. Because there's spot drug tests, but they're only done every couple of years or so. And in that time, there's time for guys to be using something. And it's not for all of them, not all of them are on it, but there are some guys that do use it and they do find themselves getting to a higher level. But definitely go and watch Bigger, Stronger, Faster. It's a very, very good DVD. Well, I'm sure it's out there on the net somewhere. I bought the DVD because I wanted to support it, but if you just want to check it out, go and find it out there. I'm sure it's on Mega Upload or something like that. Last point is, should users be victimised? And again, going back to what I said, there should be that split. I don't think they should be victimised. I think there should be different federations that should be tested rigorously. If you're natural, you get tested. You should get tested every month, because a month is not long enough to get gains, and it's not long enough to get it out your system. Whereas the unnatural guy should just be saying, yep, I'm taking it, but this is where we're going with it, and it will put everyone on a level playing field. It's a big debate, and that's why I want to do a video on it, because everyone has their own opinions about it. I have my own opinions, which I've just voiced to all of you out there. You have your own opinions, which you should voice back to me. I'm quite happy to have a heated debate about this. I love talking about this kind of stuff, and as long as it doesn't get too personal, I'm fine to have a bit of banter with it. But I just wanted to go through those points, because I think that there's something that needs to be addressed very highly, and we need to look at getting research studies done, which the government or Parliament or whatever, they don't want them done, and there's got to be a reason for that. Again, definitely check out a lot of information about it, and don't try not to be judgmental, because if you haven't read about it and you haven't tried anything, then there's no way you can know. But yeah, let me know what you think about this topic, guys. Definitely get commenting, subscribe and rate, and I'm just about to film another video, so I'll see you in a bit.